like what would be the strategy or what would be the golden rule for those who are going to appear for prelims as well as mains?
For mains specifically, I think one key factor which is also a comparative advantage, which I realized this time, was to not waste time after prelims. So programs like Sure Shot Toppers, which was curated by
Right.
Vajiram, sort of help in giving direction to people who already know their weak areas.
Right.
Because it is curated for people who have already written mains once.
Right. Even the philosophy of this Sure Shot program means test series, it is totally based on the previous year's question, because that is the reason why so many questions got direct hit from the Sure Shot.
Yes.
है ना? Even in ethics आपने देखा code based question
Yes.
direct आया था वो. What is your strategy for the notes making? Any motivation tips you would like to share with them? Hello everyone. So today it is our pleasure to have Shobika with us. Shobika has secured 37 rank in UPSC 2024 result. So first of all, I would like to Congratulations, Shobika.
Thank you.
I just wanted to let you know first that Shobika is already and serving IRS officer. So Shobika, what did you get motivated like to prepare further? Because after after your first selection, usually many of us lose the motivation, and you are already an IRS officer, and after that you again started to prepare for this exam because it's become very monotonous to sit with the same notes, same books, same answer writing. So what did you like? How did you get motivated for next attempt?
Actually, firstly, thank you for inviting me. And very rightly said so. It is difficult to have that motivation once you already have, once you're already serving, because this is also a service. So
Right.
definitely one needs a very strong motivation to pick yourself up and be an
Exactly.
aspirant again. But I would always think of the time when I had started. So when I had started, I used to always think that one day I want to be an IAS officer. So maybe somewhere वो एक कसक सी रह गई थी, मुझे लगता था.
अच्छा, okay. So
And-
from the very beginning, like एक ही target था कि I have to become an IAS officer. I cannot compromise with any other services, right?
No, I was very happy. In fact, I'm very grateful to be in this service as well. But because I had attempts left and I don't believe in giving up. So I
Okay,
felt that
that's good.
कर लेते हैं. और अगर if you have, I mean, what's stopping you? If
Right.
I
If you
can,
have an attempt, right? Because many students, I think if you have an attempt, you are very lucky, because there are many aspirants who deserve to be in this services, but they are not, just because they have exhausted all their attempts or because of the age factor, right?
True.
So yes, so this is a very motivating line that you should always keep pushing yourself, right? So that's good. And so Shobika, if you would have to attempt this year, 2025, what would you be like? What would be the strategy or what would be the golden rule for those who are going to appear for prelims as well as mains? Because in this year, mains have very less number of days, right?
Yes.
As compared to the last years or even before that. So what would be your golden rule for the prelims as well as mains? Because many freshers will also be watching this podcast. So I just wanted to make sure that you share some golden tips for them also in very brief.
Firstly, starting with prelims, because that's around the corner. This is not the time for any new material to be picked up. So just keep on revising whatever you have read till now, because that will be a part of your muscle memory. It will be somewhere at the back of your head, and on the day of the exam, your recall will be faster for those things that you have already read. So do revise whatever you have prepared for and try to have a material that you can look at 1 week before the exam, 1 day before the exam. That kind of a material one should have, because otherwise the general tendency is to keep on solving papers, keep on reading your texts.
Right.
But before the exam, 1 day before the exam, one should not have a pile of things on their study table.
Right.
That also creates anxiety in some people.
Right.
So have a very short material, a very crisp material that you can refer to for just a quick revision.
Right.
So consolidate that. And if one can just do one full length test and one previous year question every day.
Right.
along with revision of one subject every day. So
Right.
have this routine that you simulate your surroundings in such a way that you are solving one FLT for
And-
2 hours and analyze that paper, make notes of that paper, followed by one PYQ
PYQ.
in the evening, again followed by analysis of the paper, and in between you pick up one subject and you revise that subject. That can be anything.
Based on the analysis of the previous day, maybe, or it could be anything like that.
It could be, let's say you've solved a paper in the morning and you realize that your polity questions
Yes,
are going wrong.
yes.
So you can pick up Lakshmikant for
Right.
that day and look at those topics.
Right,
so
right.
have this routine. If you do this for the next 2 weeks also, then I think on the 15th day you will be more confident and you will be more sound with your preparation.
Right.
So this would be one advice as far as prelims is concerned. For mains specifically, I think one key factor which is also a comparative advantage, which I realized this time, was to not waste time after prelims. So programs like Sure Shot Toppers, which was curated by
Right.
Vajiram, sort of help in giving direction to people who already know their weak areas.
Right.
Because it is curated for people who have already written mains once.
Right.
So in that time period when the results of prelims are not out, if you can start working, if you can start writing answers, and if you can start working on your weak areas, then you have a comparative advantage. So for mains, definitely now is not the time to make notes or get worried about mains.
Right.
But after your prelims, you should not waste any more time. If you feel that you have a decent chance of clearing, just start writing at least the PYQs.
Right.
At least the PYQs in those days when the results, till the time the results are not out, write your own answers. You can Google. In fact, Vajiram website also has a synopsis of a lot of PYQs.
Yes.
So you can curate your answers of PYQs in that time. And then also pick up your optional, focus a lot on your optional, focus
Right.
a lot on answer writing as far as mains is concerned.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because after the prelims, many students start, like, they wait for the result and all. And those 10-15 days are very, very important. At least if you are not rigorously starting with the answer writing, at least you should finalize a strategy, like what all books you have to refer, what all sources you have to read, right? You can finalize everything. But yes, previous year's questions are very, very important. And this advice, I always, whenever I go on YouTube for discussion, I suggest, like, every year UPSC repeats at least 10 to 11 questions from the previous year's question. But you should not restrict yourself to only 4 years or 5 years, because I have seen, I was analyzing the paper of 2024 and I was shocked that 84 का question UPSC ने पूछा हुआ है. That Cripps mission वाला question आया था ना, Quit India movement का.
Okay.
So that question UPSC has asked in 1984.
Okay.
और वो direct question पूछा हुआ है UPSC ने.
Right.
So I like even the philosophy of this Sure Shot program means test series, it is totally based on the previous year's question, because that is the reason why so many questions got direct hit from the Sure Shot.
Yes.
है ना, even in ethics आपने देखा हो कोड बेस्ड क्वेश्चन डायरेक्ट आया था वो. So ये सारी चीजें थी. So yes, this is a very good advice Shobika has shared, that don't waste the time. Okay, pick up the previous year's questions, start analyzing it, or you can even pick a few answers. You can talk to us. We are always there. You can come, show your answers. You can find your weaknesses, right? So, Shobika, one very common query I have been receiving from many students, that query is, after giving 2-3 mains, unfortunately they are still finding it difficult to clear the mains itself. What could be the possible reason, do you think, or what could be the suggestion you can share for those students, because they are veterans? Many students who were part of the same program you was, right? Sure Shot senior program, veterans program. So, but they could not unfortunately clear this year also. So any specific strategy you have for them?
I was also, fortunately or unfortunately, one of those people who failed to clear mains once. So this was my third mains. The mains that I failed to clear I attributed only to one thing, that was lack of answer writing. Because my first mains I cleared, I got a rank, I got my service, and then I just overestimated myself and got a little overconfident that अब तो मैं answers लिख ही लूंगी. I just need to focus on material. My content should be good. My answer should be good, and for that I need more and more content.
Right.
So I kept on making notes. I kept on consolidating those notes. All that was good, but I completely ignored answer writing. So
Okay.
for that particular mains, 2022 was the mains that I failed to clear, and that was only because मैंने अपने एक simulated environment में बहुत कम, in fact शायद 1-2 ही tests लिखे थे. So this time what I did differently was I knew that भले ही मैं कम material पढूं, मैं उसे ज़्यादा बार पढ़ूंगी और मैं answers ज़्यादा लिखूंगी.
Right.
So something like short program, usme we used to have daily answers also sometimes. People
Right.
would post questions
Yes,
of GS1,
yes,
GS2.
yes.
We used to have every morning 4 questions used to be posted. So that really helps because maybe if you can't solve a full length test, you can write answers to 2 or 3 questions. Send
Right.
those answers to mentors
Right.
who will give you feedback.
Right.
A lot of, as part of this program, a lot of sessions were carried on how to write answers.
Yes.
And how to write answers for different subjects. Like a GS3 answer is very
The template
different.
based, the templates we used to discuss, and this
Definitely.
year also we are doing the replicating the same.
Definitely.
The template based, because if many students, they have started asking me, sir, don't you think templates based answer will become monotonous? So my response to all those students are, see, templates are used to generate the points. आप points कैसे generate करोगे? मतलब अगर if you don't know the templates, you won't be able to generate the points. Templates doesn't mean you should always write the subheading social, political, environmental, legal. It's not like that. So template based answer writing is very important, and yes, for every subject, in fact, every topic should have a proper templates,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Because after going through the previous year's questions, I think if anyone is going through PYQ, analyzing the PYQ, आप 50% question predict कर लोगे, right? और करंट अफेयर भी आप इंक्लूड करते हो उसमें, तो यू नो विच टॉपिक इज इवॉल्विंग बेसिकली, एंड चांसेस आर वेरी हाई द सेम टॉपिक विल गेट रिपीटेड इन द यूपीएससी मेंस, राइट?
Yes.
तो एक टेम्पलेट रेडी रहेगी तो येस, इट विल हेल्प in answer writing, and not only in answer writing, but definitely it will also help to boost the score, because I have met couple of rankers this year. They could score like boost the score by 70 marks, right? So I'm going to meet them tomorrow also. So yes, this is good. So one last question, Shobika, what is your strategy for the notes making? Because this is again a very debated topic. The reason why I'm asking, because you go to old Rajendra Nagar or go to anywhere, right? You will have so much of content, right? So lack of content is not a problem. कंटेंट ज़्यादा हो गया वो प्रॉब्लम है, चाहे वो ऑनलाइन हो चाहे ऑफलाइन हो. सो व्हाट वाज योर स्ट्रैटेजी टू navigate through the hell lot of content for this exam or to clear this exam? What was your strategy for that?
Yes, sir, rightly said. So there is information overload. वो तो
Yes.
सबको ही पता है. Especially with Telegram, YouTube. There's
Right.
so much. मतलब for one topic, one can refer to 10,000 sources.
And freshers are getting more confused because of this.
Yes, sir. So I felt that जो trusted और credible sources हैं उन पे stick करना is more important. So the Yellow Book of Vajiram, I
Yes.
think वो सबने ही पढ़ी है. कुछ सब्जेक्ट्स के लिए तो मैंने उसको काफ़ी यूज़ किया है. मतलब इंडियन सोसाइटी के मेरे नोट्स फॉर पेपर 1 more or less from that yellow book. And because I have sociology optional, I would like add on a few examples or dimensions from that. So always trust a credible source, because if someone is doing their due diligence and making a notebook or
Right.
making a particular reference material, then that means half of the hard work is already done.
Right.
Now the other half hard work, other 50% is for you to put faith in that source
Right.
and keep on revising it and take out the relevant material from that.
Right.
So I believe in trusting very credible and institutionalized sources, and then just have your horse blinds, because you can only do so much. Talking about prelims specifically, for a topic like, let's say, places in news, there might be 20 or
Yeah.
100 videos on YouTube about
Yes.
places in news. Now, how many
Places,
videos?
species.
Ye-
एक बार यूपीएससी ने पूछा था species, I think 2018 or 19,
Yes,
and
sir.
after that, like everyone is
sir.
after this species.
Yes, sir.
और उसके बाद यूपीएससी, I don't think so यूपीएससी ने GIB के अलावा कभी कुछ पूछा होगा.
Exactly, sir. So something like places in news or species, as you mentioned, एक दो videos देख लो and stop at that. अब
Right.
उसके बाद if the answer, the question or the option is not what you have read, then it's your sheer hard luck.
Right.
Then that
Right.
means हो गया, वो नहीं पढ़ा आपने. But then don't just bog yourself down by this fact कि मैं 10 वीडियोस देख लूंगी प्लेसेस इन न्यूज़ के या 10 वीडियोस देख लूंगी स्पीशीज इन न्यूज़ के तो हो जाएंगे वो क्वेश्चंस. ऐसा नहीं है.
राइट.
तो प्रीलिम्स हो या मेंस हो, ये चीज़ जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि PYQ स्टैंडर्ड होने चाहिए, आपका रेफरेंस मटेरियल भी स्टैंडर्ड होना चाहिए कि आप एक क्रेडिबल सोर्स से ही पढ़ रहे हो वो सारी चीज़ें, एंड यू स्टॉप एट दैट. वॉट then matters is your practice. So for prelims you practice your mock tests, and for mains you practice your answer writing. तो उसमें आप अपनी creativity दिखा सकते हो if your mentor is giving you some feedback that this dimension you have
Right.
missed, or introduction could have been some other fact, some other
Right.
data.
Right.
Then that is something that will make you stand out. Rather
Exactly.
than looking at 10 videos of GS3 subjects,
Right.
and then getting confused कि LWE left wing extremism के एग्जाम के आंसर में मैं ये वाले पॉइंट्स लिख सकती हूँ, तो आप उसको एक्चुअली रिप्रोड्यूस भी कर पाओ उस पेपर में. उसके लिए आपके पास एक क्रेडिबल सोर्स होना चाहिए विद करेक्ट डेटा. देयर सो
Exactly.
मच, समटाइम्स इवन फिगर्स भी करेक्ट नहीं होते हैं.
राइट.
So I used to just put faith in like a credible source and follow that. तो मैंने तो वही follow किया to avoid this information overload.
Yes. Credible sources are very important. Authentic sources.
Yes, sir.
Right. And उसी को बार बार रिवाइज करो, उसी को filter out करते रहो.
Yes, sir.
Right. That is the key for everyone. Right. Don't just because shortcuts बहुत है मार्केट में इस समय. Right. You go to the market and you just name it.
Yes, sir.
They will give you 10 books, 10 sources.
Yes.
Right. So avoid that. Focus on the authentic sources like previous year's questions and other sources which are where you don't which are very relevant for the exam point of view. Right. हर चीज़ नहीं पढ़नी है. So I think lot of information Shobhika has shared with us, especially for the freshers as well as for the veterans. And my advice or my request to all those who have been struggling to clear this exam, be it mains or interviews, because in last couple of days I have met couple of students who could not clear the interviews. Right. And it was their third interview.
Yes.
So now they have lost the hope as well कि अब क्या करना है, like अब तो कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता है. So for them, Shobhika, any message? Like obviously everyone will get tired, right? After giving 2-3 interviews, if you are not finding your name in the list, then it becomes very, very hard thing to accept. So any motivation tips you would like to share with them?
So it is very disheartening. किसी भी स्टेज पे फेल होने पे बुरा लगता है, but having said that, इंटरव्यू में जाकर के वो living that moment of going
Right.
to UPSC Bhavan, living that day and feeling so important and being judged by panelists for those 30 odd minutes and then not seeing your name, that is very discouraging and
Right.
disheartening. But I feel that if one has the potential to reach that stage, that means they're already a part of the 1% of the candidates that had appeared for the exam.
Right.
So they should have faith in their capabilities. And these days, there are in fact a lot of, if I'm not wrong, there are a lot of PSUs which are hiring
Yes.
people who get interview calls.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, the aim here is to serve.
Right.
So if you can serve through this channel, then definitely it's good. But if you can join other PSUs, or if you feel that you strongly feel about a cause, then there will be avenues for you to explore that as well.
Right.
So मुझे लगता है UPSC की प्रिपरेशन के दौरान हम इतने सारे इश्यूज पढ़ते हैं and we get so impacted and affected by
We get
so many
emotionally
things.
attached with this exam. Actually, I think this
Yes,
is the
sir.
reason we get
Yes,
emotionally
sir.
attached.
And my journey is also like that. I mean, I stuck onto it till my last attempt because it is very difficult to accept that you are not making the cut.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you should be grateful because preparing for this exam is also a privilege.
Right.
इट इज़ अ प्रिविलेज. मतलब आप अपने पेरेंट्स, आपके पेरेंट्स इतने आपको सपोर्ट करते हैं. यू हैव अ एंटायर इकोसिस्टम ऑफ मेंटर्स, टीचर्स, पेरेंट्स,
Right.
siblings who are rooting for you, who are your cheerleaders. So just be grateful for that and have a plan B like this.
Right.
You can join whatever you feel strongly about. आप उस एरिया में कुछ काम कर सकते हो. There are a lot of people who enter the mentoring line and the
Yes.
teaching line.
Yes.
And I feel that is very rewarding because you make future you
Right,
turn
right.
other aspirants into potential
Right.
candidates or toppers.
Right.
So that is a bigger reward, I feel. So
And through that way, you will always be in touch,
Yes, sir.
with this domain only, right?
yes sir, yes
So
sir.
that is the thing. Yes. So this is a very good message for everyone. So try to learn and don't lose motivation, right? As long as you have the attempt. So I think this is all. Thank you so much, Shobika. And I hope now you are settled, right? Like finally you got whatever you dreamt for,
Yes.
right? So any plan like how you are going to start this journey?
Sir, no plans right now. I'm just very fortunate, very grateful that हो गया है सब कुछ, and I'm just very excited and looking forward to whatever will come next. So no plans
good.
as such.
Best of luck for your journey.
Thank you,
And
sir.
we will see you again in the future, definitely somewhere on the media, television. You are doing great work for the society, for the country,
Thank you, sir.
right? Thank you so much, Shobika, again on this
Thank you.
platform. Thank
Thank
you.
you.